Welcome back to another episode of fixbuildrace. We're back working on the Cressida. As you saw in the last video, I got the engine loom done and we can now fit that to the engine after a few other things.
Yeah, so we just got to finish gasketing, bolt the manifolds back on and then drop her in the car. Don't need to do absolutely everything right now. Doing everything we need to do before we get it in the car, and then once it's in there then you can just slowly chip away at it after work and that sort of thing.
Smashed out the exhaust manifold that was fouling, which is here. So he's done a nice job on that. There's not going to be any flow restriction. It's just a nice straight through pipe now. So that'll go on each side. That's nice because he welded it on the engine. So yeah, just got to put a pickup in the sump. If you remember, we didn't have one in there because
we were just dummying
it in. Yeah. So, and there's some studs to change out so that the sump bolts up properly, but we'll sort all that out. Get the sump fitted with a pickup in there. Prime the oil pump. So a tip from Carbonate Carching Company NZ is to pack the oil pump with assembly lube, and that'll just help it pick up quicker and get oil pressure quicker, which we want. So yeah, I guess we'll just get cracking.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. Freshy gaskets going on. Dot, 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 dot. So replace all the O-rings and seats on the injectors. Just use a little bit of, you can use Vaseline, which is a petroleum jelly. Get it from the chemist or whatever. Just got a tub of that for all my home jobs. So you can use that as lubrication on the injector O-rings because it's petroleum based. So it'll just break down in the fuel if you did get some in there. Alright, they all seem like they're in place. And now I have seen somewhere that allegedly there is a barb under this fitting, so we can't use this hose anyway because it's all different. It's like crimp connections and stuff, but apparently under this crimp connection there's a barb, so I'm going to hacksaw that off and without getting filings and everything now that's all sealed up, and see if that's true. Hopefully it is, and it means that we can just push some hose on there with a clamp and we'll be sweet. If not, we'll find a way to get from that banjo fitting out here. So I've just hacksawed this off. It was a crimp fitting like that one. Just went diagonally. So
moment of truth, eh?
Moment of truth. As you can see, we haven't had it off because it's been tight. So you're finding out with us. It looks barb-like. Caught a little bit, yeah man. So it is just so good. So I've got the rock covers all re-gasketed, new fresh gasket, and we punched, I haven't been these back, we punched these, the old ones of these out. These are the spark plug tube seals, so replace those because everything on this engine has been like plastic. We also popped out these half moon seals that sit in these half moons here. Not too sure why they're there, but they are, so pop them out and we're just going to reseal them, put them back in, and then seal the rock covers on. So now I'm going to put a little bit of RTV in these corners here where the half moons, well, in these half moons as well, because the rubber won't seal there, needs a little help. a little bit because it's going to have quite tight tolerances. Just like that. It's nice and tight around the spark plug tubes, which is good. There'll be a good seal there. Just going to help it over those, make sure it doesn't catch or push the thing up and seal. And that's seated. Got fresh new rubber washers for the rocker cover. Should always replace these when you do a rocker cover gasket, because if the gasket's gone crap, then these are probably going crap too. Now another thing that a lot of people do, myself included when I was less experienced, is way over tightening your rocker cover gasket. I think it only needs like 6 Newton meters or something. So just a really light clamping force. Obviously not too loose, not finger tight, but not far off finger tight. If you go too tight, you're going to like crack the rubber and all that sort of stuff. So I've ruined these fresh washers before because I over tightened it. So I was silly. Moment of truth, doesn't alone fit. Should, because I've used all the factory ones, so.
Doesn't fit. Got to remake it, and I won't be paying you this time.
What do you mean this time? Oh, looks like the limb fits. We'll finish fitting it up. Just like that. We have a sealed up one UZ again, Sam.
Oh.
Shush. The engine, the oiling and air side of it is sealed.
They could hear it.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds like it went harder. So if you're ever replacing a spigot bearing in a 1UZ, a Tool Pro 24mm deep socket is the perfect size. Shouldn't really be bashing on your sockets, but they're not my sockets. So.
Also got ARP flywheel bolts because some muppet lost one. Me. But
yeah. You should replace your flywheel bolts anyway.
Yeah.
So this is a industry standard flywheel installation tool. We're Loctiting these as well because it's spinning.
And we like our legs.
Yeah.
Alright, time for the clutch to go on. I've got a 6-puck ceramic clutch because why not?
Like his left leg.
And we've got a heavy duty pressure plate. I'm not sure exactly what poundage of pressure it's got, but it's definitely a lot more than factory. So yeah, ready to blow some gearboxes.
Yep. Alright, so not the best news to share. We went to assemble the throw bearing and the clutch fork, and the throw bearing is wanting to sit off of the input shaft, like the snout or whatever it's meant to run on that.
It wants to run on the spline. Which
on the spline, yeah, instead of the.
It can't do.
Yeah, which it can't do, it's not meant to do that. So something's wrong. I'm wondering if there's different like input shaft seal, that runner piece. Wondering if there's different lengths to that, or if the pressure plate, maybe there's different shape pressure plates, but I kind of doubt that one.
So we're just gonna
we're going to put the gearbox
on without the fork and the bearing on, and just see if our measurements are right or wrong. See where it's kind of sitting, and
then I'm going to get in touch with Calvin at Cartoon NZ and ask him about it, because I'm sure he will know straight away, because he's probably seen it 1,000 times. There's probably a video on it actually that we could. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're putting the gearbox on now without stuff. Alright, engine's going in with no gearbox because that's what it's come to. We told you engine's going in this episode, so it's going in this episode. We good height wise? Yep, for now. We've got one exhaust manifold on too, just on this side, because Sam still needs to build the rest of the kind of like downwards part of the other side. So we're leaving that off because that needs to be removable.
If it doesn't go in, then I've built it wrong, so.
Yeah. We don't want to have to pull the engine out to change an exhaust manifold gasket. Anyway, engine in.
Good, eh?
Yeah, heaps for height. Yes. We're in. Back to where we were a couple months ago.
But nice colour.
Blue paint.
Beautiful blue paint.
And a wiring loom.
A wiring loom.
Everything clean.
Clean and
refreshed.
New. And not full of shit. Shite.
Cheers mate. Good work today. Yeah, oh.
Alright, so
I think these are well deserved.
it's in.
Even though there's no gearbox on it.
Yeah.
But that's all good. We're
Small
gonna
issue.
sort that out. That's what happens with project cars. You win some, you lose some. Shit happens and you gotta figure out a solution for it. But yeah, it's looking nice and cleaner than it was. We haven't gone too crazy just because it would have taken way longer, and Sam's left foot is getting pretty itchy for some clutch kicks.
Yep.
So yeah, loom is also in. So as you can see, the loom's in, grommet fits, it all works, so I'm pretty stoked with that. It's always worrying when you make a loom if it's all going to fit back in.
We don't know if it works or not yet.
Oh, did I say it works?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it all fits. We'll find out if it works. And yeah, I can see how a lot of the power wiring is going to work. So yeah, we've made a list of what we've got to do next. We're not going to tell you though, because it never actually happens, as we say. So we're just going to be back next week and carry on working on it. I don't know when the videos are going to be coming out for you guys, because my football season has started up, so I won't be able to do as much work on this every weekend, but we'll do as much as we can and put as much videos out as we can, and get it started as soon as we can.
I'm stoked though. It looks really good sitting in there. It does look a bit funny at the moment because we just obviously no gearbox. We got it propped up with a bit of wood.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's on a massive stupid
So
angle.
it will
yeah.
drop back down.
Maybe that was better though, to keep all the paint nice. So now
Yeah.
we'll just have to get the gearbox on in the car, but we think we should be able to do that. Maybe just some long extensions and universal joints, just like you do on a BMW. Me and Luke know about that one.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we can just lift the engine up, slide it forward a little bit,
exactly.
and then do it from underneath like that. That's no biggie.
No.
I was just more
We'll
worried about the angle of swinging it in.
Yeah.
Don't want to damage my nice new slam panel.
Yeah.
Tune in next time, we're going to start it up.
Big calls, big calls.
Nah. Crossed some stuff off the list. Added twice the amount of things we crossed off back on. But
yeah. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are excited as us. Seeing it all in there was a functioning, hopefully, a loom that will hopefully run it. Everything pretty clean. nice painted engine bay. It's getting the juices flowing. So yeah, tune in next time where we get this closer to a point where it can start and run. Thanks for watching, see you next time.
I don't really put much soul in it. It's like I don't think that I'm with it. I'm on the pro team, you'll be calling that Olympic. They see me rolling, okay, millionaire, I'm sunning. Peter, 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 pop.